So I'm getting my appendix removed. Originally on August 12th of this year, I had really bad hunger pains for 3 days. And I thought that's all they were, but it was like sharp like daggers, like right here, just like in your insides. If you've ever been that hungry, you might know what I'm talking about. On a Sunday night, my boyfriend and my friend and I went to Wendy's, and I got a little Frosty and some fries, and like I was like, oh, I'm full. It's very weird of me. But then when I came home, I didn't throw up, but I felt nauseous after going to the bathroom. I can never have fast food ever again. So then Monday, I had severe hunger pains, and I was babysitting. I brought her to a summer camp. I had like a 3-hour break, so I took a nap on my couch where I was curled up in the fetal position. My mom was like really freaked out because she was like, are you okay? I was like, oh, I'm fine. It just really hurts. I'll just eat and take a nap. Then it went away in the afternoon after I ate like a lot of food. Hung out with my boyfriend, and that night it still really hurt, and I was curled in the fetal position. But then Tuesday, I had a little dagger pain. Like I had all over, but it was only in this area, and I was like, oh, like maybe I have a stomach cramp. Still kind of hurting, but not that bad. Tuesday night, I got really bad where if I curled up in the fetal position, it still hurt no matter what side I was on. But I didn't tell anybody because I was just like, oh, this is one of those weird things, like it'll go away. But then Wednesday morning, it did not go away. It was really bad. I couldn't put my shoes on. Somebody noticed. My close noticed. Why are you so sore? I said, oh, it hurts right here a lot. She told me to go to the doctor. She was very worried. Came home, told my mom. She called our normal doctor who said to just go to the ER because it could be like kidney stones, gallbladder, it could be appendicitis. So when I got to the ER, they did all this stuff, and then they blew my vein in this arm, which terrified me because I didn't know what that meant. That literally meant that the needle went through the vein. Then they did it in this arm and it was fine. Then they gave me morphine and it feels like you're drunk. Is that a wild Luna? It's just a little Luna. My boyfriend's mom was sending me lots of text messages. She was worried. Texted me asking like what was happening, and when they checked me, they're like, oh, it's probably appendicitis. Like if you're in pain when I touched you, your appendix is probably like freaking out. I'm like, oh, great. So I told her that, and she was like, oh my god, is your mom with you? And I said, yeah, she's with me. And she's like, oh good, because if she wasn't, I was going to take the day off and stay with you. I got so emotional on the morphine, and I was alone. My mom was making a phone call to my stepdad and to my dad, my aunt, maybe my dad? I don't know. My memory is blurry from morphine. A hell of a drug. Don't recommend it. Of course, when they give you the morphine really fast, instead of going slow, they give it to you really fast, and it's like when you take a shot, and it's just like all warm in your face. That's what it felt like. Getting really emotional about this text message. Of course, in the ER, luckily I had a little corner room. I wasn't completely surrounded by people, but they had the curtain, but it was open, and I started crying reading my phone, and I was like, thank you so much. But in my head, I was like, oh my god, she cares so much about me. I know I've been in her life for like 8 years, but it's just one of those like, so thankful and so happy and so emotional. I had calmed down a little bit. My mom came back. I started crying, telling her, like, look what she said to me. Then I calmed down from that and was making jokes because that's how I make myself feel better, and that's how I made my mom less worried. The curtain is closed at this point because my mom saw me crying. She closed the curtain. Curtain moves, and I figure it's a doctor, and it's actually my boyfriend, and of course, the emotions come back, and I'm in a hospital gown, and you know how it droops? So I was like, you didn't have to come, because he could be doing literally anything else. They take you to an MRI or a CAT scan, or give you this thing in your IV. It's like a dye, and it's supposed to make your mouth your mouth is supposed to taste like metal or like iron, like metallic-y. It's supposed to feel like you're peeing, like that sensation that you're peeing without the actual wet. And then they see where the infection is, like, so it was only leaking, and instead of doing surgery, the surgeon said, oh, let's do antibiotics. We'll have you overnight for like a few days, and then if it gets worse or doesn't get any better, then we'll do surgery. But I did get better. It was in the hospital for 3 days. A bunch of friends came to visit me. My boyfriend came to visit me every single day. We played Magic the Gathering, no shame. He bought a box so we could play, and it was really fun. We watched HGTV. We watched a lot of House Hunters. So yeah, I was really happy. And I felt really thankful that he hung out with me. And then when I got out of the hospital, he picked me up from the hospital, and he hung out with me the rest of that day. We watched Horns, and it was really weird. While he was trying to watch the League of Legends not championship. He was just watching League of Legends on his computer. But then he got hooked on Horns because it was so weird. It's like connected to your digestive system somehow, I think. Is what the internet was telling me. I went to WebMD. There's two theories as to what your appendix does. One theory is that it could hold the good bacteria. But if it did hold good bacteria, why is there no negative effects when it gets removed from your body? The second thing is, somehow we needed it to survive. And now we don't, but it's still in there and it does literally nothing. Like, it doesn't pay the rent. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't have an Etsy, doesn't sell anything, it doesn't do anything for me, but just sit there. I don't understand why people don't just get it removed. Like, surgeries, yes, they could be harmful to certain people, but I think just getting it out and not having to deal with pain, so I'm not in any pain. There's sometimes a little gentle, like, hey, do you remember that I exist over here in this area? Do you remember? Usually appendicitis, when it bursts, they'll just clean it all up, but because it was leaky, they waited. The day of the surgery, I woke up really late because I can't eat or drink anything until after the surgery is done, after midnight, so I stayed up really late. I have like 2 hours until I need to be to the hospital so I could eat until midnight because that's how I want to do. I sound like I'm dying because I haven't had anything to drink since midnight when I downed a bottle of water, just straight up chugged it. It's driving me crazy because I'm really thirsty. My parents went grocery shopping and I came out into the living room and I have a pixie on my lap and a Luna at my feet. It's very cute. After the surgery, I won't be able to have Pixie on my lap. Appendix friend is right down here. He's getting evicted today. Daisy, do you love me? Our nose is touched. And I look like I'm dead because I need to wash the makeup off my face and I should have done that before recording. And my animals were being really cute and I wanted to show everybody. Luna! She feels ignored. She's also probably still mad because I got mad at her for trying to get onto my bed that had clean clothes on it, and instead of listening about not getting on the bed when I went upstairs, she decided to get on my bed and pee all over my clean clothes. Oh no, look at that, you're aware. Rude. No tail. So angry. I really have to pee, I'm really hungry, and I'm really thirsty, and I have to wait until I get to the hospital so they could do a sample to make sure I'm not a mom. I'm not a mom, but they gotta, you know, make sure because it's in that tummy region. I just want it out. To get it out.